righty, welcome back. We are live. This is officially the Phillies post-game show, but we're actually going to be going live here during the 9th. There we go, boys.
All right.
Okay, so Phillies, we got some action here. We got first and third, no out.
Second and third. That's a double.
Thank you for that correction. Second and third.
We want some Remuto, baby. We want some Remuto.
All right, here we go.
Remuto. Hey, we want some Remuto.
All right, this would be very, very interesting. Oh, boy. I mean, this has been about as ugly as a game gets, guys.
Yeah.
Just torture. I was
texting you guys. I do not want to be here right now. But now it's getting exciting. And this is, like I said, the momentum turns fast. I tweeted that out hours ago, and here's our boy Nicky C. Bases on, swing away, kid.
Can you imagine?
Definitely somebody that needs to
redeem
himself here.
Yeah. I mean, this would be a complete series flipper.
Absolutely.
And there he goes.
At some point, something has to give. Something has to give. All right, that's classic.
Signature Nicky C swing there. Oh, boy. Safe. I thought they were going to let us off easy, but it's going to be a little bit more torture, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, all right. Give it to him.
Where we at?
Yeah! There we go. Nicky C.
Out by a mile. Yeah!
He's safe?
Let's go!
He's safe?
He's safe.
He's coming up big tonight. We know it.
Wow. What a poke.
He better be safe. He better be safe.
I keep on falling in and out.
That would be a disaster.
With Nicky C.
And that's just good hitting. Just putting the ball, putting the bat on the ball there.
That's a poke, baby. And
let's go.
Oh, he missed him. All right.
In there. Oh, my. Wow.
They all had these moments.
I mean, how quick did that happen? So full disclosure, let's bring down the fourth wall here. We were debating even going live, right?
What'd I tell you?
Slim said, let's go live just in case. Since then, what's that, 3 hits?
3 hits in a row.
2 RBIs.
By our guy. The most talked about person on this podcast in the last year. Outside of maybe Juan Soto.
Did that
first month.
Get unbelievable.
All right. Yeah. Sigh of relief there that he was safe.
I had no sound on. All I got is Devo and Bones. And yep. This is our time. What a game. What a game.
What a 9th inning. The game has been brutal.
The game has, but it was been a hell of a game before that. Obviously, when we lost the lead and all that, but that 0-0, it really looked like it was going to be 1-0 at one point, and we had chances early. We don't got to talk about it now because we're past it.
And listen, I wasn't even going to go to the chat because I was miserable. But chat, I see you. We got Michael Y saying tragedy awaits, but we'll take that double. And Alexander saying safe. There we go. All right, the bank is back. Everyone that was down there that's been texting me all day, just like you guys, they're saying it's been tight the entire game.
Oh, dude, it's been tight. No doubt.
And we talked about it last night where, like, they need to get on them early to get that crowd really into it because we've seen it in the past where they just, if it doesn't happen, like, they just lose.
That didn't happen.
They just lose energy early.
Right.
But Luzardo kind of kept them in it with his outing that he had.
Yup. What an outing he had, huh?
Yeah. We going to get into that now,
And-
or you want to wait until it's over?
Yeah, I mean, why we can get it? That was shades of the game that you guys were at in a way. Not as much. You had the early hit, and you had the consecutive runners down, is what I was getting
Well,
at.
for
Right?
me
Yeah.
personally, dude, the big thing that is Nicky C getting that big poke because the way he attacked that ball, right, the one that ended up being a double that put the dudes at second and third for the Zaro to get pulled,
Yeah.
dude, like that is not. He charged that ball like a little kid. He charged that ball like he knew Jerome Bettis was going to be on the other end of it or something. I'd never seen anything like it. I was losing my mind. I'm only sitting here and watching with my fiance, and I seem like a nut because I'm looking at her just screaming as we're, yeah. Oh my gosh. With that being said, man, is this not the epitome of Nick Castellanos? Something goofy in the outfield. And even what about his first catch in the first inning,
Yeah.
where he got it by the top of his glove? It's like, yeah. And then that one, then this is just the Nicky C experiment that we've been living.
And they said it wasn't pretty, but he got the job done.
Oh my
But
god, it was not.
Back to that blunder, like that was like Teoscar the other night. That ball that was hit to him, the route he took, and then he just stopped.
Right.
Dude, what's
But Freeman, he's still like, kudos to Freeman. Like he's running out of the box, probably knowing that Nicky C is going to lollygag over there. So he was probably thinking two right out of the jump.
Yes.
And that's why he got there.
Yep.
Speaking right out of the jump, how about that Kepler triple? He was thinking triple off the bat.
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was an incredible knock.
And they had the poise, I'm sure he wants to be in there today. I'm sure he wanted to be in there yesterday. He gets the double yesterday. He gets the triple today. Incredible poise. And these are foundational blocks of a World Series team if we can complete this comeback. I really think we're about to.
Oh, here we go. All right, here's our old friend from game one.
Well, my boy has this. He might get his redemption. Otto Kemp. All right, I'm going full screen.
So
Let's go.
Kemp was
Stott's
pulled.
going, yeah,
That's right. Stotson.
Stott's at bat.
Yeah. Kemp was pulled in last inning.
All right, let's go here.
For Kepler.
So we got a man on second, still no outs. Stott up at the plate. Showing bunt
That's a good
again.
bunt.
That's, boy. No, it's not. That's a horrible bunt.
Are we serious? Is that the play?
Did he get this?
Dude, you never make the first or the third out at third base, and
Yeah, that's a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
holy heck, why do we
I thought
do
it
these
was a good
things?
bunt.
Well, it makes no sense because
I
a
didn't realize
single
how
scores a
close
guy
he
from
was,
second.
yeah.
I mean, I know they're setting up the sacrifice and the small ball, but for the most part, a single scores a guy from second. You let that is terrible. That is terrible. Oh my, and the slide's terrible. I mean, the bunt was terrible. That's a killer.
That's
an absolute killer. Holy my gosh. As fast as we get into it, and then we get to this. I mean, we do have Stott on, so hopefully he can maybe snag a base here.
wow. I mean, that
was
is
absolutely brutal. That's a terrible
brutal.
call.
We're gonna have to hear. Hopefully, that's not the reason we lose. But there's going to be a lot of explaining on that one. I mean, was
It
his
seems like a topper decision.
Did Nicky C have to read that bet? I mean, we got to, because there is no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that.
Oh, we got Peter up.
I would think somebody had to tell him to go.
Right. So then that's a topper. You're going to have to feel the wrath on that one. You lose your job footnote decision there.
Well, he's been pressing all the wrong buttons already in a lot of ways. And need to be a cherry on top.
All right.
Come on, Bader.
I can't believe we just did that.
Yeah.
I would
feel a
imagine
lot better
Castellanos
if
is supposed to
Stock can
read
get a
the ball
base.
better.
Well,
There you go. Oh my gosh. Come on, Bader. Yeah,
Oh,
either
all right.
Yeah.
See?
We're still alive. Keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. And that would have been he probably wouldn't have scored Castellanos there. Yeah. Definitely wouldn't have scored Castellanos. But still, I mean,
All right, so Bader out. Weston Wilson on the base pass now.
yeah.
Knew that was coming.
That's a big knock, man. Coming
He
Yeah,
was
man.
over that.
Yeah.
he's like a video game player, dude.
Yeah.
That is a huge knock.
Read his lips. Let that thing go.
He could be in Slugfest.
All right, who we got up here?
Dude, Bader is fictional.
Kepler, Max Kepler.
Great comment in the chat.
Let's go, Max.
Can Max
Ooh, good call, Blue. Yeah, Max Kepler is going to get it done, dude. It's that 9 hole.
Can you imagine?
The bottom of the order. The bottom of the order.
Carrying us. First 2 games.
And talk about a redemption arc. The guy literally is going to save our season right here, right now.
All right, that was a hack of all hacks.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
Come on, Max. Get your $10 million worth here.
Yeah. So this would be a redemption arc for the ages.
Oh, you mother.
All right. Oh, no.
No.
What's going on?
Oh, he's just running in. I thought they had him caught or something.
Yeah. That's what it looked.
Now the quarterback's bringing them together. Nice bunt. That's what the third base coach should be telling him to stop.
That would have scored a run right there, though.
If I was an Eagles fan, they would be saying, nice bunt.
Yeah, we got Turner.
You know what? Yeah, another
they're
guy with the
bringing in-
redemption because one of his plays, man, because Turner's playing left field next year, it looks like.
He played a good shortstop this year. I mean, that throw obviously was
That throw,
I mean,
he
we'll
had
talk
the one
about
in game
that.
one.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about that. He just had a big knock last inning, though. So
Nah, he can't. I mean, that's a tough play.
it's a tough play. He's got to make it, though.
Oh, that's a play you got to make, dude.
Yeah.
He did the hard part. He had to throw it home. He threw it like, oh my gosh, they better get this guy home because I can't sit here and have the conversation you were saying, Debo. Was it a Topper call? Was it Nick Castellanos? Because it doesn't make either of them doesn't make it no good. You know, they don't either sit. They both sit like, they both sit like crap.
It's funny. How
Every time we get an inch.
all year they don't play small ball, or for 5 years they don't play small ball, and then that's going to be
All
the
right.
play that
I'm
determines
done
this
typing
game.
in the chat. I can't even type English in the chat.
Brutal out her.
Chris can't type. He ain't got a Chat GPT going for him.
Exactly. We got Chris in the chat saying Mookie
Well, the
Betts
truth-
a goober running all over the field when he's getting outs at second.
The truth is, Chris has very high quality pre and post production setups over here, and maybe Owens should lease me over. I can consult him.
I'm still in shock.
I just want this game to be over. I just want to go to bed.
Jeez, that's a rough admission.
Dude, this gets rough. It is. It's absolutely rough.
It's
Like
stressful.
when it becomes like this, at some point it stops being fun. You know, like watching Alec Bohm, that wasn't fun.
I mean, this was an all-time comeback opportunity.
Yeah, I know. Here you go, the 100
Jump
mile
on
per
too,
hour
man.
guy.
That would have been awesome.
He's a guy to get to. This is a guy that Bank can get loud. I know his stuff is disgusting, but man, let's go, Turner. Turner should be able to hit him. And if not, he's like he's just going to throw 100 mile per hour fastballs, right?
Kepler's probably going to go. They're probably going to let Kepler go, right?
Yeah, there's no reason not. I mean, I think that's fine. I guess not.
I mean, he even looked like he looked at him.
All right, there you go. All right, so you start off ahead in the count. If I'm Turner, I'm thinking pass the baton along.
And that was a breaking ball. Yeah, they got to be careful with Kepler because he's the winning run votes.
Fuck.
Are you that ahead of us?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's the ball game.
Yeah, that was brutal, man. Another winnable game, plain and simple. And it's too often with both these players, they're all two-faced, you know. They give you some great stuff, they give you some brutal stuff. Yeah, and that's just man, it's hard. And it really does start with the guy right there we just saw, Trey Turner. There has to be a conversation with him. My gosh, he did a great job getting that walk, stealing second, then Schwarber gets on.
All right, so let's just get into it, right? So that sucked. Phillies lose. What was the final score? 4-3, right?
4-3.
4-3. Obviously, we basically got no hit by Blake Snell for the first 6 or so innings. Biggest things are that Kerkering decision. Where were you guys out on that? Do you go to Kerkering there?
I was okay with it.
Okay.
He did fine. So, in my opinion, I thought he was. I mean, I know he blew the lead, but I would not have. Well, Turner, if he makes a play, he made two really good pitches. He strikes out the first guy, which is ideal, and then he gets a nice soft ball that Turner should have made a play on. We're talking 2 outs and in a very doable situation. With that being said, you have to go, in my opinion, to Ranger Suarez there. That I would go to Ranger Suarez for 2 innings there, and that would have been it. Because Kerkering, he's 24 years old, he has good stuff, but he's not the caliber of player that we're seeing in this playoff series. Him and Strom are not up there with the dudes that are coming into these games. They're just not.
Yeah, well, they want to switch Edmund to the left side of the plate because he has less power over there. So they want the righty on lefty matchup.
Neither Strom or Kerkering are good enough to be playing in these games. That's all it's about.
So you would have went to Ranger Suarez there because the situation was man on second and third, no outs,
outs,
and we had you said Edmund, Kike, and then Max Muncy. So, what are you guys thinking about going to Duran there? That was the only other creative thing I had in my mind because our right-handed relievers right now are. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
Duran got hit again. We saw him hit again today. So I don't like Duran there. I like Suarez due to he led the MLB in a soft contact all year, right? And that's a perfect spot for that. You just field the plays, and don't get me wrong, Kerkering strike the guy out. Then he got the soft contact. We just didn't make the plays. But yeah, I don't like Kerkering or Strom in those situations, and I can't stand Strom. I hope Strom's not on this team next year.
Well, he exercised his option 2 weeks ago, so he's back on the team next year. But I like to move to Kerkering, and he made the 2 pitches. He got the strikeout right, and then he made the pitch where Turner threw little to the right of JT, where it's safe at home, and then he had the pop up to on the first baseline,
and then he had the walk and then the single.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was the extra out. There's no denying that, which is brutal. And you can argue that because that should have been, if it wasn't it would have been a play at first if it wasn't at home, right? So you got to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt there. Just the decision. So I'm more talking about the decision, less the outcome. Obviously, the outcome didn't go the way we wanted. because we talked about this yesterday, right? Slim, I asked you this question yesterday. You said David Robertson. I said I think I agree with you. But as I was sitting there, watching the game, sitting on my couch, I was like, Kirkland coming in, I'm nervous here, right? He's shown us all year who he is in those situations. So the way I looked at that was, I could be wrong. Rob Thompson was trying to reach too much. Kirkland gives us the best opportunity to have no runs scored, but he also has an opportunity to allow 3 runs or however many runs, right? Because we're going for that strikeout. I would have preferred maybe like a Ranger Suarez, maybe like a David Robertson, a guy who's not going to blow up. But I don't know. That was the first thing.
Yeah, so when you brought it up yesterday live on the show, we're basically workshopping it this morning. I'm then thinking, okay, I like the idea of Bueller, right? But then when push came to shove, knowing the game we're in, and we saw Luzardo and Snell, they were untouchable, right? So we were going to have to keep up with these great pitching performances, and no way does Kirkland match that level. Does Strahm match that level? Does Robertson match that level? The only one that does is Suarez. Or here's the other option. You know what the other option is? You just let Luzardo keep pitching.
Yeah, or just work his way out of it, you think? That's it. I mean, that's an interesting one.
He's better in Kirkring.
What do you think about that, Bones?
I go Suarez 1, Luzardo 2.
No, so I think like he retired 17 in a row. Like his problem all year was with people on base.
Right.
So he got 2 people on in that inning, and just got to watch with people on base. Like he's a totally different pitcher with people on base. So that probably played a factor into it. And if you keep him in too long, Thompson's going to feel the heat anyway. Why'd you keep him in after he let up two hits to lead off the inning?
Right.
Second and third, why are you going to keep him in?
Nah, but at some point we could have maybe got out of that 1-0, right? So I think that's the clarification we got. I mean, you did make it, Devo.
Yeah.
But to just stress it again, all right. Kirkland made a couple good pitches, probably could have gotten out of it, but then it did balloon. So I think the argument with keeping Luzardo in there, if you don't like him with guys on base at second and third there, that it probably doesn't balloon to 4 or 5 runs.
Right. Yeah, and honestly,
we almost got out of that 1-0.
We almost got out of that 1-0. Then Matt Strahm comes in, and he doesn't do his job. He's supposed to be the Ohtani whisperer, and then he gets, so it's like, that's what I was saying. Like before that 9th inning kind of like tease happened there, this was going to be the easiest game in the world to analyze. The hitters didn't hit. The bullpen sucked again, right? But here we are again with that. I mean, that 9th inning, I can't stop thinking about that. How did we make that out at third? That's Little League.
Little League. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, it's can't fathom it.
So Schwarber, Harper, Oford, right? Who else?
Yeah.
Turner got that late hit.
Turner had 1 or 2 hits.
So he at least got hit.
Yeah, but the other 2 didn't. The other 2 absolutely didn't. And you want to see some kind of life out of Harper going to California here. Same thing with Schwarber, man. Because I think Schwarber, he's probably batting under 100. I've seen stats where his NLDS numbers are terrible. They were right around 102 before tonight, and he didn't get a hit tonight. So he's probably under 100 in the National League Divisional Series. And Bryce Harper doesn't look like the same guy. He just doesn't. He just doesn't.
Schwarber, Harper, Stott. Oh, well, Stott came in later.
Right.
Otto Kemp, all hitless.
Right.
Harper seems like a mid-level boss for these pitchers. Like if you can start getting Harper out, then you're a certified stud in the MLB because
ready for the final boss.
Yeah.
Yes. Get Bones.
Schwarber didn't look like he was seeing the ball in the first couple of innings. He got that walk later, but same thing with Harper. I mean, he looked foolish up there on that one strikeout. When it was
Well,
like first and second.
yeah, that was bad.
He fouled one off, and then he just blew 98 right by him or whatever it was.
Yeah, I was really hoping he would come through. There was a lot of haters on the old Bird app talking about how Harper was going to come through, and the haters wrong, which I hate to see.
Yeah, I mean, we had the truth kind of staring at us, right? For the past 3 weeks, and we talked about this on the podcast every week. We were basically saying, guys, how concerned are we of all these injuries that are happening right as we're transitioning to the playoffs, right? Turner comes back right before that. Obviously, we lost our ace in Wheeler. Just think about that. Think about how much easier everything becomes if Zach Wheeler is our day one starter, right? And everything gets pushed down. Every arm gets pushed down a little bit more. And we didn't have that luxury. And it's an excuse the hitters didn't hit. There's no excuse for that. But what are we going to do?
Yeah, so but at that point we're still probably not talking Luzardo or someone out the pen because I mean Sanchez and Luzardo were really good, man. They were really good.
They were really good. Yeah, I mean it was just the bullpen and the hitting. So let's just talk about this. So obviously we are down 2. So for us to win, we got to win 3 games before they win 1. I think it's happened 10 times ever. A team has won the NLDS after losing the first 2 or the DS in general. Sign me a percentage, boys. Let's start with you on this one, Bones. Chance that we come out on this one.
0.00, a lot of zeros, 1.
Slim, are you more optimistic?
Yeah, I'm more optimistic. Again, just like tonight, we saw we almost came back in this game real fast. If we can win 1, all right, so it's do or die, right? You win 1, all right, this is not a best of 7. It's not 3-0. It's 2-0. You can easily win back-to-back games and just have a crazy, crazy game 5 back here in Philly. And with that being said, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. Actually, no, we're going to end up seeing Ranger Suarez. So we're going to have Ranger, we're going to have Aaron Nola, and we're going to have Buehler all ready for that game 3, which is pretty good. Hopefully we can start hitting a little bit, get some of that warmer weather or something going on. Because if it ends ugly like this, it's going to be a long summer. And I'm not ready to start thinking about it like that.
I know. Boys, should we go to the chat here and then close up shop? Because I think we're all just defeated.
Just absolutely defeated because, like I said, I believe that we will win game 3. I believe Ranger Suarez is going to show what he's made of. And then once you win that first game, this series is just got to win. Just got to win. You just got to win. We're not down yet. All right. This ain't the NBA. Okay. We can easily come back in this series. If Ranger wins game 3, we then have Sanchez going game 4. And again, we're going to be all hands on deck. All right. So you can see Luzardo again. This is what you guys got to know, Philadelphia Nation, all you Red Riders. You just saw how serious game 1 and game 2 was, right? Pretty serious. You saw Glass now. You're seeing Saki. You're seeing these studs come in. We're talking Suarez. It's just got even more serious. And really, we're going to see what these guys are made of. Maybe these last couple innings, right, a little bit of life, maybe that shows them something. Kepler, you're in the starting lineup now. Go get it, brother. Castellanos, was that your fault? Did you make that call? Whatever, dude. We still believe in you. Get something done, all right? Because if not, you guys are going to be the Griswolds and going on vacation.
Wow. That's well said, sir. Well said.
So, and I think going it like a fast start out there is going to be more important than it was here because their crowd's going to be in it. They're looking to sweep us. We beat their brains in the last couple years during the regular season. Go back to the 08-09 playoffs. We beat their brains in there. So they're going to want revenge, and they need to take the crowd out of it quick and give something to give a lead to Suarez. So he can like ease his mind. He's usually in that mentality already, but this is a lot of weight on his back here.
Yep. So,
I trust him.
Listen, I'm in the gutter. We're in the gutter. The vibes are as low as they've ever been, guys. But we see a lot of, I still got to say this, still a lot of new names in the chat, a lot of existing Red Riders in the chat. So thank you for being on this journey with us all year long. It's been a lot of fun. And for those of you that are new, we are a year-round Phillies podcast. We do this every week. We are masochists. Doesn't matter how good or bad it gets. We're going to be right here. You're going to see our ugly faces on this screen. Now, hold on. Please do us a favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and please like the video. You know the deal. It helps. Slim, did you have anything else you wanted to say before we go to the chat and get some chat love?
Yeah. I want to put all Los Angeles and all their fans on notice. The Phillies are going to win Game 3. Ranger Suarez is absolutely that dude. He doesn't care where, when, or how. And guess what? He's due for a payday. All right? He's due for a payday. He's going to show up. You guys might even go snag him next year after seeing him so close. We're going to win Game 3. We'll see you Wednesday night, late night. We will see you here. We will see you.
Yeah, to add insult to injury, it's a 9 o'clock
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We'll
be up at 12 o'clock at night. Hopefully not get swept. All right, so let's go to the chat here because there's a lot of really good activity. So we have Mark Duarte in the chat saying, why did they replace Jesus? Slim was saying that, Mark.
I said the same thing. They said once the base runners got on second and third, they thought Kerkering was the better option, which is kind of laughable. I would have went Suarez, and I would have went secondly, just kept Luzardo in there.
Isaiah V in the chat saying, we're so cooked. Yeah, it's certainly looking that way, Isaiah.
Hey, we can be delusional for a little longer.
We can. Jerry B in the chat saying that's a bad bunt by Stott. I mean, yeah, that was like a slap single right to the third baseman. Brutal.
We got to have serious conversations about Stott and his offensive performance the last couple of years. They're all going to happen. And we saw Kerkering be a pain in the butt for us for the last 30 days, and then he gets to play in Game 1 and Game 2.
Yeah.
And I said that the show before this, that was my thing. You guys said, what are you guys taking out the last series? And I didn't have too much about because I said maybe the bat's getting cold or hot. I said, honestly, Kerkering, dude, he looks like he stinks.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know where I stand on Kerkering. He's tortured us this year, especially the last 2 months.
Oh, my gosh. And Strom, I whatever it is, I know you said he signed the extension. Hopefully we can trade him. Hopefully another team wants him. He's fool's gold, that dude, man.
Well, the somewhat cynical and negative outlook is maybe this Schwarber going 0 for what, the last 22, but it's shaved like $4 million a year off or something. Like, what do you think?
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
You can save the money and get someone that plays offense and defense. That's how bad it's looking.
You're off on Schwarber now. I love it, dude.
I said at the beginning of the year, I got to see a little something. I can't even be mad. I'm about to crack.
You're losing it. So
yeah.
Sorry, Slim. Only a few more minutes here.
Schwarber's batting under 100 in the NLDS. He wasn't batting that when he was with the Cubs. He's batting that as a Phil.
Brutal. And we got a couple. Speaking of Schwarber, I think this is in jest. Isaiah saying Schwarber's our MVP, gentlemen. Jerry B saying Schwarber is cooked. Jerry
Harper looks the most cooked. Harper's
look cooked.
But with that being said, when Schwarber, when he fouled that, when his strikeout was a foul ball strikeout, I was like, maybe that was almost a home run. Because we were getting nothing.
Nanda in the chat saying the fighting feels more like the losing feels. Burn.
Yeah.
That's a real burn, brother. Creative. Keep those ones coming in the chat. All right, so now this is actually a good one here. This is an interesting one. So I don't even know
the peppermint color team.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't pinch run for Castellanos. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, I mean,
they had nobody left on the bench. They knew Bader was coming up.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, it just seems a real simple. Obviously a better bunt, and there's maybe no issue. But making that first out at third base is something I was taught as a kid, so it hurts. And yeah, I had the Harper thing. I thought was maybe just like okay, a little bit of quiet of a year. He's not the main character anymore offensively for us. Yeah, this is brutal. And the other name is Boom. The other name's Boom. We have to be in some kind of third base market this year if we're going to bring somebody up, if we're going to maybe go after another third baseman. But Boom's rough, man. Yeah, right. Bregman would be the name. We got Aiden Miller.
Here's something to think about, and I might have mentioned it like in the mid-season or later about once, but this was when like thinking about bringing Painter up and Stubbs coming up. So we're in that situation tonight. We talked about how like maybe keeping them on for vibes. If you're not playing Marchand at all during the postseason, why not bring up Stubbs? Because that's somebody they could have used in that pinch run situation for Castellanos. Because Marchand's the only player left on the bench, and he's probably the only person that's slower than Castellanos, and boom.
I actually think it's a great call having Stubbs up here instead of Marchand so that he can run. Because we're obviously not going to pitch hit Marchand, and he's never going to play. But I guess what happens if JT were to get hurt? Are we allowed to bring Marchand right back up?
Yeah, you could bring him up. Yeah.
Then you're absolutely right. What happened with the bunt? I think that was the manager's call, and I think right now we're waiting to see if Nick Castellanos was supposed to make a better judgment call or if he was just going. I kind of blame the manager big time on that one without any explanations.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just completely perplexed and lost on that one. There's a lot of chat activity on that, actually. The Rockaways just said, what happened with that bunt? Was that the manager's call? We got to hear. If anyone in the chat has heard Topper in the post game, we got to hear about it. I got to hear on that play because there's going to be some splaining to do, Ricky, on that
I think it was definitely his call because it wasn't the first pitch of the at-bat. And during the first pitch of the at-bat, he was showing bunt. And pulled away, but it was a ball. So it was you don't go up there again if it's not the manager's call.
Yeah, you think it was Topper's call or you think it was Stott's call?
No, it's definitely Topper's call. Because he wanted, yeah, it wasn't Stott's call.
Thank you. That's what I thought too. Okay. We were here in the chat watching that, so I didn't hear any of the reactions to the calls. And really, I don't think Bone's been great. I thought he had a decent approach. He got a couple big walks. What do you got? A couple walks, a hit or two? Was he part of that?
The top four batters right now through 2 games are 3 for 27 with 12 strikeouts and 1 RBI. So I don't know where Boom is doing something here.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Boom's doing anything.
Yeah, and this bunt's getting crushed in the chat. So Isaiah's saying that bunt literally killed the momentum of the inning. Listen, that might have been the momentum of the year. And then we said 2 options here. So bad execution by Stott or bad call telling him to lay it down third base line, or Castellanos slow reacting and not paying attention. Yeah, there's a lot going on those plays more than just meets the eye. So we got to hear what at least what spin zone we're going to be told, because that's like, John Middleton and Dombrowski were saying all types of bad language upstairs when they saw that one.
Yeah, it wasn't. We weren't in the Stanley Cup Finals, but it reminds you of those bizarre plays of Patrick Kane's goal to walk it off, and those things where it makes you go, huh? What? Huh? Even now, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh God! That's one. Yeah, that's one I immediately just have to put it down in my stomach, and not think about it again because it's infuriating. If I that's one where old school Larry Bowa. That's one where, like you could imagine Larry Bowa going like just blowing a fume. I wish I could. I wish I could, but I'm not going to allow myself. As a grown man, I'm not going to allow myself to completely blow a gasket right now. But I want to.
Here goes a dynamite drop-in breaking news.
Okay.
Aaron Nola starting Game 3 with Ranger Suarez behind him, per Thompson.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. I mean,
we were on that. We were on that for a while now.
Yeah, it's a little bit different of a hybrid there, but I think it's a strong one. Do I agree with it though? Why not just go Suarez from the jump? And here's the thing: if you're going to do that, you better have Suarez ready for the second inning or whenever it happens.
Absolutely.
As soon as there's guys on, he gets right out. As soon as there's guys on, he goes right out.
Yeah, and he was doing that today with Luzardo. It was the fifth inning, and he had two guys warming up.
Well, the fifth inning's a little bit deeper. I'm literally talking about
saying
I'm literally talking about the second inning.
Yeah.
It's 0-0, and he gets two dudes on, you're out the game, bud. All right?
It all depends on the first inning, like if he's struggling.
Yep. And we had all year long. We've been NOLA guys. I've been a NOLA guy. I think NOLA can get it done. I'd actually think some of his stuff suggests that he's been better than the perception. And we know he's a California guy. So I love this. I would have, though.
Nola is not a California guy.
Where's he from? Well, whatever.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
That's right. I get him mixed up because when he played his brother.
Yeah, you've always gotten Louisiana and California mixed up. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
They both got yellow, right? UCLA has yellow. Cal has yellow. Long story short, this is what doesn't actually make sense now that I'm thinking about it. He went to Kirkland tonight, Topper. He could have went to Suarez and done this stuff with Nola and Buehler. So he had a preconceived notion of doing this with Nola and having Nola backed up by Suarez. So why even say the comments you said yesterday about Suarez? Why even talk like you're ever going to use Suarez today in the bullpen when the truth was he's been waiting to start Nola Game 3 and then piggyback Suarez with him? You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it's
weird.
It's very weird. Ryan A. had a great call here in the chat, basically saying that the only way Castellanos is out at third is on a bunt. Literally every other scenario imaginable, he's still at second.
Yeah, I know. That's what's crazy.
Bonzi saying terrible call to bunt and bad execution. Oh, man.
Yeah, Thompson is looking worse and worse, Bonzi. I agree with you. I'm starting to really agree with the Topper people, and I try not to because I do like his demeanor. But my gosh,
from a win percentage swing, like think about this: we had a man on second with no outs, right? That was the scenario, correct? Was it no outs?
Yes.
I believe man on second, no outs.
Yes.
To having him get out at third, now having a man on first with one out. Slim, you're the Vegas guy. That's got to be like a 25 to 40% win swing right there.
Oh, huge. We're about to be in a tie game. We had 3 chances of tying this game up with a single.
Right.
With some good players coming up. Like the whole idea of passing the baton, Topper's been telling these guys all spring training and all season to pass the baton, and then he tells Stott to go do that. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Okay, you're real nervous. You want to get them in a sack fly situation, right? But I don't know, man. I'm not against it. It was just terribly executed. Terribly executed.
Yep. Yeah, it was the only thing that could have went wrong there. I mean, it's just we're gonna have to hear more about that. We really are. So Shane R in the chat saying Otto Kemp was a 0. Slim, you want to answer for your Otto Kemp claims there?
Yeah, so Otto Kemp, I would say he definitely looked a little bit overmatched. He had a very competitive first at bat. He got stuck on a tough second strike could have been a third ball, could have been a 3-1 count, and a little bit more favorable matchup. With that being said, that ump was calling that both ways all night, it looked like. He was very pitcher friendly, so I'm not going to harp on it. If I thought it was a little bit less uneven, I would. But I'm not going to sit here and harp on it. Otto Kemp didn't come up like Otto Kemp usually does.
Oh, man. Yeah. Let's see what else the chat's got for us here.
Yeah, that's the big thing with me. I know some of the people in the chat, they agree, disagree. They want the whole situation with putting Ranger in after Luzardo when the dudes were at second and third. And the reason now is because we know that he was going to always piggyback him behind Nola for game 3. He was always because then, it's and if that's his way of playing chess in this matchup, it's weird. Not good.
I mean, at a certain point, he's been kind of teasing us all series with this Ranger play, right? And then you had an opportunity. We all know that Ranger's got, stones, right? His heartbeat doesn't go like this. It's pretty straight and narrow. And this is an opportunity for us to put him in here. We saw what Kerkering has shown us who he is over the past, call it, month and a half. I mean, I thought Topper, despite losing game 1, I thought every single thing, and this isn't me glazing Topper, as they say on Twitter, every single decision Topper would have did in game 1, I would have done. Game 2, no, I would not have gone to Kerkering there. That's where
we saw the same two guys we saw last night.
Yeah,
and they were
exactly.
And they were the worst 2 pitches of both nights. They were the worst 2 pitches of both nights. Just
the other questionable call in the 9th inning, and I talked about it, was why did they have Weston Wilson stealing second base? If he's stealing on that play, that second pitch that got rolled over, that second baseman's moving. That could be a single and a run. Tie ball game.
Yeah. Good
the
call.
Pitcher was not looking at him at all in the first at bat, and I said it before the first at bat. He should be stealing here, and he didn't look at him, and the second at bat or the second pitch wasn't looking at him.
Perfect example of being aggressive in the wrong times, right? We're being aggressive with Nicky C and Stott. Going back to, was it the 3rd inning maybe? When did we get Schwarber and Turner on? Turner gets a walk. He steals second, and then he gets thrown out at third. Right? And it's like, what's going on there? How does Turner get caught at third? That should never happen. I know it was a hard hit ball by Bone. If I'm Turner, I'm just I texted you guys. I'd be like, mess around, do the double steal. Do something. I know it's Schwarber there, but long story short, I think Turner should have been able to have a bigger lead and been safe on that play.
Harper had a rough day. Like, this is one of the worst, probably the worst legacy game in his career, I would say, because he was at bat, 2 huge opportunities. The 6th off the top of my head, I believe that was the big one where Turner stole second, right?
Yeah, so he stole second.
Yeah.
So Harper was up, man on first and second, 1 out, nothing. And then in the 8th, he was in the same situation. We all saw that, right, where he came up, not big.
Yeah, not close.
Yeah,
and that's he was the same way in the Mets series.
All right, guys, shall we call it here? We still got we have about 300 people in this chat right now watching live. So again, welcome here. Low energy night.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, a lot of people here. So, which is funny because we're basically
not dead
on our anniversary. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're going to be back. So Slim's all in. He thinks we got some fighting chances. I'm hoping that sometime this week we're not talking about the future of Topper's job and all that.
Oh, dude, I already got it in my head. Might be doing a year anniversary show with calling for the same head I was calling for last year. That's Kevin Long. The other guy that needs to be examined.
his name jumped in my head today. Absolutely, right before I got on the podcast. I'm holding it because, like I said, we're going to win game 3. Nola's going to give us 3-4 innings, and Suarez is going to give us 3-4 innings, and we're going to bring this. We're going to force a game 4. All right, so just be ready for that because it's going to happen. We don't lose that many games in a row like this. It's not Phillies like, okay? And they're not better. They're not any different than what we thought they were. All right, they're A+ on defense. They got
a lot better, man. They are beating the shit out of us. Their pitchers, like every single guy they put in there is going to town.
But that's any pitcher the last couple of years against the Phillies.
Yeah.
These guys are dirty. These guys, in particular, they're dirty. Let's be honest. Snell's looking like his best self, right? he showed up good.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Strong analysis.
Going no-hitter on anniversary of Halliday's no-hitter 15 years ago.
That was in the back of my mind the entire time.
Yeah, somebody texted me that.
Yeah. That would have been a real dirty work by him. Baseball gods would have been cruel there. Yeah, I mean, I'm defeated. I mean, you saw the video I sent earlier today. The city was nervous, right? Saturday, I was completely, I was pumping my chest. I felt good about this series. Today, I felt like crap all day. Up until the 9th inning when we went live here, and then we got more hits in that 5-minute span than we did the entire 8-inning game, and then we had Little League. Oh man, I don't know. Closing thoughts, boys.
Yeah, it should take Hey, we went out. We've traveled to California from Philadelphia more than Los Angeles has, so maybe we got that. Maybe Los Angeles has the old slim dopamine crash coming for game 3. But we need it all. If you got the voodoo dolls, pray to them. We need it all. The prayer circles, everything.
Yep. We need it all. All right, guys. So we are in the gutter. Our backs are against the ropes, whatever you want to call it. We're going to need all the King's horses and all the King's men to help us to get back in this series.
Put Bryce Harper together again.
Yeah, to put Bryce Harper together again. But again, I got to say this. So if you are new here, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you like ball, if you like the Phillies, if you like hanging out with 3 goofballs like us, we do this every week. We do this all year long. Hopefully, we are not doing our season-ending podcast as our next podcast, but we're not dead. Wednesday night, let's go, Phils.
Oh, man.
Rangers, Suarez saves the year. We'll see you guys.
Winner, go home.
Winner, go home. Beat LA.